Hello friends, welcome again to my channel Computer Power. Hope you have already seen my last video. If not, I have pasted the link in description box. Please like and subscribe the video to start the today's learning of SAS programming. In our last video, we have learned to save the newly created dataset in a template library. However, while saving the same dataset in a permanent library, it reflects access error message. Let's start to save the dataset in a permanent library. Here in SAS 9.4 version application, by default it reflects 5 permanent library and 1 temp library. Now I am going to create a dataset and try to save in all these library. I have created the code which copy the dataset from the permanent library SAS user and save it in all these 6 libraries. Now I run the code and go to the log window to see the compilation message. First code is to save the dataset in a permanent library maps. However, in this version you are not have the access to save the data in maps library. In second code, the maps GFK library is used to save the data, but it also reflects the same access error message. We have seen the same error message for map SAS and the SAS help library as well. So, for the corresponding library SAS user and work, the code compilation is successfully completed. Now I am going to see the dataset in a corresponding library. Here in a work, the dataset is reflected also in SAS user library as well. Now we learn to add the variable in existing dataset. There are generally two types of variable we can add into the dataset. First one is static or hard-coded, like x is equal to 5. The second one is calculated or dynamic. This variable value has been changed as per the other variable value in a dataset, like x is equal to salary into 5. Here the value of x is always depend on the salary value. Let's do the practice of this. Here you see the dataset A is in SAS user library. The dataset A have 5 columns: cust ID, name, date, minutes and circle. Now I close this window and write the code to add the static variable. Code is data A set SAS user dot A variable is static equal to 5 and then run. While running this code, the new dataset A is created in work library. The code compilation is good. Now I go to work library and open to see the dataset. Here A is reflected. Now I open this dataset. Here you see the static column is created which have the value 5. We again go to editor window to add the variable of dynamic value. Write the code data A B set SAS user dot A here the code is variable equal to cust ID. Remember, the cust ID column is the first column of dataset A which is reflected in this table, like cust ID is value is 1 2 3 4 5. So now cust ID is into 5, no 10. Now run. Now we run the code, and the code is reflected in work library, the dataset AB. Now we open the dataset AB. The column variable is added corresponding to cust ID, like one cust ID value is 1, then here is 10, 2 is 20, 3 is 30, corresponding to this. Now I close the window. This is all for today's video. Hope you enjoy and learn some more SAS coding. We are doing extremely hard work to bring this learning video to you all. Please press the like and subscribe button. Also, do not forget to share this video with your friends. Also post your suggestion in comment box to give us motivation to add more video day by day. Thank you all. Goodbye.